Second of Elul, day 2 of praying with fire. Yesterday we spoke about the first step is identifying ourselves and seeing ourselves as a davener, as somebody who's connected, somebody who's close to Hashem, somebody who's focused when he davens and he speaks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But how do we maintain that? And once we've seen ourselves at that level, how do we take it to the next level? And how do we even get started to create that identity? And the answer is habits and behaviors. That our habits and behaviors formulate who we are. As the Sefer Chinuch says, Odom nifal kefi pu'ulosov. A person's personality is molded according to his actions that he does. Just like a nurse will become a kinder person, whereas a traffic warden may not. The famous story of the Chofetz Chaim, who was asked by somebody who was offered a job in a bank, should he be working the withdrawals or the deposits? The Chofetz Chaim says, you work in the withdrawals, because if you work in the deposits all day, you're going to be a taker. But if you work in the withdrawals, you're going to become a giver. So what habits do daveners do? What do they look like? What do they do? And the answer is it's about having small, very small, but regular habits every day, building them up. And it can be very subtle and very small. Let's take one example. When I think of daven, I think of somebody shockling. Now, we're not talking about a shockle swaying at 70 miles an hour. We're talking about somebody who's swaying with meaning, a slow pacing shockle. And as he moves forward, what's actually happening? He's moving forward because he's showing that he's yearning to come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to his maker, to his creator, as he moves forward. But then he moves backwards as he is faced with reality, as he sees that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants him to remain in his body. He has his limitations. We're in a body. Hashem wants us to stay in a physical form in order we can engage with the physical material world to elevate it through Torah and mitzvahs and good deeds. But then suddenly we move forward again as we show a yearning to come close and attached to our maker, to the Borei Olam, to Hashem himself. But just like the Yetzer Hara, every single day he has a new tactic, a new strategy, how he tries to derail us from our connection to Hashem. We must learn from the Yetzer Hara and also have different strategies. So some days it may be shockle. Some days we need to stand absolutely still and focused without movement. And some days we need to daven with the eyes heavenwards. And sometimes maybe with the eyes closed. Maybe sometimes it's just a night just to arrive on time for shul, that I'm somebody, a davener gets to shul on time. Maybe it's, as one of my teachers from school, Richard Roston, they should be well, told me that he knows he's davening with kavanah when he is looking in his siddur. If somebody walks into shul and I lift up my eyes and look at them, then I know I'm not davening with kavanah. So to stay focused on the siddur, or fix the amount of time that I'm not going to look out of my siddur, or not look on my mobile phone, switch my phone off. These are all strategies and tactics that we can use to strengthen our identity of who we are.